Will AI lead to a Terminator situation where the robots are going to rise up and crush us all? This is always a question that turns up in my lives. A lot of times it's somebody being a bit silly and they're saying, are you Arnold Schwarzenegger? Are you going to save us? Are you John Connor? Whatever it is, it's some silly joke. But there's a lot of fear here as well. I think the jokes are stemmed in fear of this actually happening. So one thing I say, which is a little bit dark, but if AI did want to get rid of humanity, it wouldn't use robots. So robots are a little bit far behind at the moment. Robotics has not yet had its chatgpt moment. It hasn't leapt forward to a place where robots can be deployed easily by members of the public. Right now, robotics is just too expensive. Now, robotics is coming forward in leaps and bounds every single year. We're seeing some really cool tech demos. Elon Musk is working on a robot, a general purpose robot that could cost the price of a family car, which means it's almost affordable. So we are moving towards this point where robots could be a lot more commonplace than they are right now, and they could be a lot more general, whereas now they tend to be extremely specialized for one task and one task only. But we're still a long way away from having the kind of robots that people are thinking about in the Terminator situation. If AI wanted to get rid of us and AI was smart enough and capricious enough to say, okay, I'm going to get rid of the humans, it would be a lot more mundane. It would wipe us out by taking out supply lines of water and food and basically allow civilization to crumble. It's not going to be flashy. It's not going to be getting killer robots to come and hunt us all down one by one, but instead pulling out the stops that hold up society: food, water, security, etc., and then allowing us to collapse on ourselves. This is a very negative way to put it, but it's probably the more accurate answer when people are worried about the Terminator situation. So obviously this is probably not what you wanted to hear. You wanted me to say, no, there's no way that AI would take us out. No, what I'm saying is that there are severe possibilities with this new technology that we need to protect ourselves against. But we need to be focusing our sights on things, on more mundane issues like water supplies and food supplies, on logistics, rather than on killer robots, drones and missile strikes. So that's where AI safety rules and regulations need to be put in our essential systems that hold together and underpin society. Sorry that it's not a very exciting or very positive answer, but I think it's important that people stop focusing purely on the Terminator, rise of the robot sort of AI uprising, and instead think about the realities of what that would look like, because then we can better talk about and think about how we would prevent such a thing from happening.